Hi, Susan Blue Robot here from susanbluerobot.com. I'm here today with another help video. This one is making the scalloped cake, which I'd promised to get made, but I've had a few recording issues. So let's fingers crossed this one works. I'm using Make the Cuts Pop-Up Card Studio. And here's the scalloped cake that I'm going to show you how to do the scallops on the side of the cake. I've done cake videos of how to do the tier cakes or even the single cake prior to this. It's just a matter of changing the anchors down here to these, and I'll just go through and show, not changing them, but instead of putting plain anchors, you put these anchors. And I'll go through and explain how I did mine. So, what we do is start on the bottom plane of 1 inch. And we bring in the arch steps, we'll say 7 steps, split mirror, and then we do turn this up there. And so we'll bring it out to there. We go, yes. Take that back down because it will annoy me. Now what I do is the select tool and go weld. So now I have my arched top of the roof. So I go spacebar to go to the other planes, and I'm going to use the shift and control and roll my mouse wheel down till I get to the very back. The idea with these cakes and things like this is you work from the back to the front, so your set order doesn't need altering all the time. Now, being on here, now we're going to make our anchor. So I'm going to bring in a circle, slide it down a little bit, so it's about, I want it about the size of those space here. I can alter it after it's made, and I go, with that selected, I go duplicate, this button down here with the plus sign, duplicate, I do say 5 with an overlap of 0.07 or thereabouts, so you can sort of visualize what the scallop's going to look like. You can make it smaller or wider apart. The wider apart you do it, the less strength the anchors are going to have when it opens and shuts. I go accept and I go weld. So now that's like a caterpillar-y thing. Right, so I sort of resize so it's roughly about the size of where the anchor's got to go. And if we zoom in here, see, we can see that that's what it is. Now I chop. I bring in the chop and I cut the top half of that circle and the bottom half of this circle. Now the idea is we have to have, oh, that was lucky. If this hadn't been 1 inch, just say it was 0.2, when we've chopped the top and the bottom, we then go over here with the locks selected and we go 1 inch, enter. So we know that now this is 1 inch, so it's going to be 1 inch from the bottom plane up, and we know that this top of the cake is 1 inch, so we're in the right position. Now you just put it in place, you use your arrow keys to sort of line it up so that it's on the side. I go copy that, paste that, and I bring it over this side to the bottom plane. Now, did I put this on the bottom plane? I want to check. I got too busy talking and hadn't checked. Okay. Now, this one, put it on the bottom plane and just arrow key it into position. You can zoom around by holding the right key and moving the mouse around. And take it back 1. Hold the shift key down and select the both and go copy. Then you hold the control shift and move the wheel up and it will go to the next anchor point up. You go paste and I'll paste just here and here. So you click off there, use the arrow keys, and you know they're on the bottom plane because you've pasted them from the last one. Click on this one, move them across, and you can pan in just to see. Okay, so you select them two again, even though we've already got a copy of them in the clipboard. If you copy them as you go up, they're lesser to move in with the arrow keys. You hold Control Shift, go forward, go paste, click off and select one, arrow it in, and select the next one and arrow it the other way in. And you select both of them, do a copy, hold the Control Shift and go to the next one, go paste. It's all repetition work. The amount of times I've videoed this trying to get the videotaping working, I could probably do this in my sleep tonight, if I slept, that was. And you go in using just your eye to check that it's in place. Select both of them by holding the shift down and you go copy. Use the scroll bar, roll up one, go paste. Move this across. I do have videos on how I do the top of the cake and of course the tiers. You just do the same thing. When you're doing the tier cake, you work from the bottom and from the back outwards. Then you put your top tier, just treating your next tier up as this is the bottom of the plane, and then you work from the back to the forward. Control Shift, copy that. Control Shift and roll it up to the second last one. You paste in place. Click off, grab one, move into place. And we move this one into place. And we go, just copy the one for this one. We go copy, roll up, and go paste, and then into the center. And there you have your cake, ready for the eating or the folding it and giving out. We go print preview, and fingers crossed because I didn't check. I normally check. Whoa. This one, and this one are not on the bottom plane, so they're not on the top plane. I must have moved them. That's the benefit of, we put this on the bottom plane. Yep, they weren't right. So we go back, put that on the bottom plane, hold the D key down, select the next one, put it on the bottom plane. I must have moved one and easy fixed. And it's the benefit of checking before you go any further. Usually I'd get halfway and check. It doesn't cost anything to do print preview, and they all are fixed because they weren't on the bottom plane, because they weren't on the top. So that is how you make the scalloped cake. And then what I've done here is just literally use this as a different platform and another platform. I've shown how I've done my backgrounds and the cake toppers. I've just done them all just normally. I have a video of how I did my curved corners You can check on susanbluerobot.com to find those videos. If you're finding it hard to find it, just give me an email and I'll point you in the right direction. Thanks for visiting. And if you'd like to purchase either Pop-Up Card Studio or Make the Cut, you can visit my blog and follow a link from there, which will support my blog. Thank you very much. Bye.